about the second year for this event, just kind of what it means to the program to kind of get everybody back again.
Well, I think it's wonderful that all the players came back last year and then more will come this year. So it's a plus for the program any way you look at it. You have many people to come back that's still interested in what's going on.
Honoring this year the 50th anniversary of the team that went to the first NCAA tournament. How important is it to honor that team, a team that you were a part of?
Well, the fact that was the first Murray State team to go to NCAA, and I think that's a big honor right there. And then the other thing, we played the defending national champions in the first round. So that's two events that you just doesn't happen very often.
I guess, what does that team in particular mean to Murray State? Is that kind of the team that basically just set the whole tradition and started for?
Well, no, I don't think that, because Murray State had a great basketball tradition before that. I mean, you look in the 30s, and they won 30 games. And then we won the first OVC championship, regular season and tournament, in 1951. And then this was the first one. So luckily, I've been part of two first.
What stands out the most from that team?
Well, there's like 6 really great players, 7 on that team. And you had 3 fine guards, Schleicher, Varnes, Goheen, Pendleton. And then you had up front the main player of the bunch, Jim Jennings, and then John Namsu, and then Stu Johnson. So those were all fine players.
Benny, what's the most exciting part about tonight? Like, what is it that kind of has you jazzed up about what's going to happen in 2 or 3 hours?
Well, it's nice to see these guys that played on the team that you haven't seen for years. Now, some of them were here last year. Jennings was here, and he's very entertaining. He's going to speak, and if he could play his guitar, he'd be more entertaining, because he's been quite a musician by the time he was here. He had a band. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of these fellows that I haven't seen since I left here.
What is it about this event that it seems like it's bringing more and more every year? Obviously, there are guys this year that are here this year that weren't here last year. What is it about the whole event that you think it makes people want to come?
Well, the fact that you've got the history of Murray State basketball and what we've been able to do under Coach Prohm, and he's promoted this and called people and really done a wonderful job of putting it together last year and this year.
You have any interesting stories you can relate about the 64 team?
Well, not coming right off the top of my head as far as that's concerned. I was in Chicago at that time recruiting, so I scouted Loyola before we played them. Well, my scouting report looked real good, and we was about 16 points ahead of them there in the first part of the game. Then it fell apart the second half. But that was an interesting thing for me, the fact that I gave the scouting report and we jumped out ahead on the defending national champions like we did.
You've been very involved with the university over the years. What does it mean to you that, be here today and be able to speak in front of all these people?
Well, I'm just happy to give some of my stories that I know have taken place in these. Actually, I came here in '48, and I've seen every Murray State team play since then and coached. And so it's an honor for me to be part of it.
Just talk about all the racers that are coming back the next couple of days, golf tournament and everything else, and how fun that's going to be.
Well, that'll be to see people that you haven't seen, and that's what I said earlier, that you haven't seen in a number of years. And right now, I haven't seen a list of who all's coming, but I know you've got Popeye Jones and Isaiah Cannon, so and then Jim Jennings out there. That's 3 different eras, of course, but it'll be interesting to hear their speech and what they say. And Cal Luther's very entertaining, so you'll get to hear him. He's very good.
And for new fans, this gives them a chance to really find out what Murray State basketball
Oh yeah,
is all about.
yeah. It can create some more interest, and when you got 400 people are going to be here, there's a lot of interest. And, but as I said a moment ago, Murray State's had great basketball since 1930s, and I've been associated and been around it since '48. There's only been about 3 or 4 bad teams in that amount of time, and that's amazing. And the fact we've had all those 20-game win seasons for 27 years. So it's been a program that's always been good and never been bad very long.